So today we are going to do the practical of photoelectric effect. What is photoelectric effect? To do this practical, we have to go in Amrit Vishwa Vidyapeeth virtual lab, and in that lab we go virtual modern physics lab. After clicking this window is open. This window contains many practical Frank Hertz experiment, soldering, solar panel experiment, photoelectric effect, determination of Planck constant, AB refractometer, emission spectra, and so on. So, photoelectric effect. Hertz noticed first time photoelectric effect. Hertz was the scientist who noticed this effect. During his experiment on electromagnetic radiation, Hertz noticed a spark between two metallic balls when a high frequency radiation incident on it. And Einstein explained this effect. What is the effect? When a high suitable energy radiation in fall any material, electrons are emitted. This is called photoelectric effect. Here, the photoelectric effect is an instantaneous phenomenon. These are some findings of based on experiment. First finding, what was the first finding? It is an instantaneous effect. Means once you radiate any material, electrons are start to emit. The number of photoelectron emitted is proportional to the intensity of incident light. Let us read one by one. The photoelectric effect is instantaneous phenomena. There is no time delay between the incidence of light and emission of photoelectrons. I explain it. Second, the number of photoelectrons emitted is proportional to the intensity of incident light. Also, the energy of emitted photoelectrons is independent of intensity of incident light. What is this? Means how we can measure it? By this simple setup. Here we measure current. This is the voltage apply, and this is the light source, incident light. So if number of electrons increase, current in this circuit current increase. So if we increase the intensity of light, current is increase, means number of electron increase. Second thing, if we apply a negative potential on cathode, electrons reaches on cathode start stopping, because negative potential of cathode repel these electrons. So as we go on increasing the negative potential, less and less number of electrons reach at some potential, current in this circuit became zero. This is called stopping potential. Okay, so uh, as we increase the negative potential, high energy electron can reach on cathode. This tells us about second point, the number of photoelectrons. The energy of emitted photoelectron is independent of intensity of incident light. क्या मतलब हुआ इसका? कि आप लाइट की इंटेंसिटी कितनी भी बढ़ाते चले जाओ, एक बार आपने स्टॉपिंग पोटेंशियल लगा दिया तो फिर कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉन उस कैथोड पर नहीं पहुंचेगा. कब पहुंचेगा? जब आप लाइट की फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ा दोगे, यानी कि कलर चेंज कर दोगे. द एनर्जी ऑफ एमिटेड फोटोन इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ इंसिडेंट लाइट. मीन जैसे हमने रेड लाइट डाली और आपने एक -2 वोल्ट पर नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो कैथोड पर पहुंच रहे हैं वो जीरो है, यानी करंट जीरो है. अब आप इसकी इंटेंसिटी कितनी बढ़ाते चले जाओ, ये नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो पहुंच रहे हैं कैथोड पर वो जीरो ही रहेंगे. लेकिन अगर आप इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी चेंज कर दो, यानी रेड लाइट के बजाय आप येलो लाइट यूज करने लगो, तो जो नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं वो फिर उनकी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की एनर्जी बढ़ जाएगी, तो आपको कुछ करंट इसमें मिलने लगेगी। तो इन सारे इफेक्ट को आइंस्टीन ने एक अपनी इक्वेशन दी थी, क्या, E इक्वल टू एच, क्या थी आइंस्टाइन की इक्वेशन, एच न्यू, जो इंसिडेंट एनर्जी है वो दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो जाती है। पहला कौन सा, वर्क फंक्शन। वर्क फंक्शन क्या है, इलेक्ट्रॉन, वो एनर्जी जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को इस मटेरियल से एमिट करने के काम आती है। दूसरा क्या है, इन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की काइनेटिक एनर्जी प्लस हाफ mv²। तो ये फेमस इक्वेशन है जो आपका आइंस्टाइन की, W वर्क फंक्शन है। यहाँ पर ये डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मेटल्स के लिए वर्क फंक्शन दिया हुआ है। प्लेटिनम के लिए 6.4, सिल्वर के लिए 4.7 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट। आप यू कैन रीड इट फ्रॉम हियर। ओके, ये ग्राफ है काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी के बीच में। ये सब आप लोगों ने पढ़ा हुआ है। अब प्रोसीजर, सेलेक्ट द, कैसे प्रैक्टिकल, हमको हाउ टू परफॉर्म द प्रैक्टिकल, दिस एक्सप्लेन हियर इन दिस प्रोसीजर, यू कैन read it. Now we go to simulation part, simulation part. Okay, this is the simple circuit. It's a light source, filter, diode in which we measure the current and volt stopping potential. So we can choose material, copper, sodium, zinc, platinum, and one unknown material. So we choose sodium. Here we can choose area of plate which we are using. Switch on the light. Area of plate. Intensity of light. You can vary intensity of light from here. Wavelength of light. You can vary wavelength. Watch the light coming out from the light source, and as you change the intensity, now light wavelength of light is 100 nanometer. As wavelength increase, the colors, you can see the change in colors coming out. Here, this is near about violet. Now yellow, green, and red. So different you can choose different wavelengths from here. Okay, now we have to increase this stopping potential, means we apply negative potential on cathode with the help of this. As we start increasing negative potential, current start decreasing. Keep increasing, note down these values. We have to plot those graphs. Minus, as keep increasing. And now at minus 3.1, we got 0 current. Now all the electrons emitted from this sodium material is stopped by this potential at this particular intensity, 10 Weber per meter square, and at this particular wavelength. So by changing wavelength, if I decrease this wavelength, yani if I increase intensity, now you can see the stop stopping potential also in change. I have to increase this negative value like this. Now this is minus 3.5. Same material, same area of plate, same intensity, but I change? I change frequency or wavelength. If I decrease or increase frequency, stopping potential decrease or increase means the, if you recognize Einstein equation, h nu is equal to W plus half mv square. For any material, W is constant. For sodium, work function always a constant value. Half mv, what is changing with intensity? Half mv square means kinetic energy of electrons. So by this formula, by using these all, we can calculate work function of the material, kinetic energy of the electrons, and just only watching your results, you can conclude that the work function of zinc is greater than the work function of sodium. Now, if I choose another material, let's say copper, and keep decreasing here, 1 point minus 1.2. So stopping potential for copper for all same parameter, area of plate point is same, intensity, wavelength. The stopping potential for copper is minus 1.2 volt, and for zinc it is minus 1.6 volt, and for sodium it is minus 3.5 volt. So we can conclude that the work function of different materials are different. Work function of sodium is less than work function of zinc, and work function of zinc is less than work function of copper. This is one. If same potential, if I increase the intensity of light, current increase. If I decrease intensity of light, current decrease. Why current increase or decrease? Number of electrons. Current, what is current? Flow of charge per unit time. If number of electrons are more, current is more. If number of electrons are less, current is less. So as we increase the intensity, number of electrons increase. What does it means? As we increase the intensity, number of photons increase. If number of photons increase, then uh, emitting electrons also increase. So these are some